long have you had the office?
Well, 1990.
1990. Wow.
Yeah.
It-
28 years.
28 years, and of course you grew up in the family business, funeral home business, right?
Yes, I did. And then the last thing I ever wanted to be was a funeral director.
Right.
And I just couldn't understand why my dad always had to wear black suits and black cars and all that.
Right.
And he was always on call, too,
Right,
which I thought.
right.
The irony is, I've never been able to escape death. I left there, I went into the military, I ended up in 385th Military Police, and I think that's in that brochure there.
Okay.
Or you can go to my website,
Okay.
it's all on
I
there.
will do that.
And then I ended up attached to 52nd CID because I could speak, read, and write German. So then I ended up being a provost marshal investigator for the southern half of Germany.
Basically, all sides of death. You know, the funeral home, the grieving.
Well,
you know,
I
the
also
mis-
have graduate degrees in psychology.
Oh.
I'm doing a doctoral program right now. And that has to do with, for the last 35 years, I've wrote about the grieving process,
Right.
which all started with the whole reason I ended up with my interest in funeral directing and psychology in what they call thantology, or the study of death, was because of the work of Elizabeth Kubler-Ross, a brilliant woman who came up with a book in 1967 or 68 called On Death and Dying. The first thing is, why do I do what I do? The Chinese say, the how is easy, the why is difficult. I once read a quote by Rick Warren, and he wrote a book called The Purpose-Driven Life, and it's been sort of like my mission statement. And that is, the purpose of having influence is to help those who have none.